Hi everyone, I hope you're well. This is CoinsKid. Just going to into Bitcoin, big up the CoinsKid crew. Thank you for support. Okay, so going forward, I have seen there are two things that are happening in the chart right now for Bitcoin that are technically really bullish. I'm going to show you those in a minute. I don't want to get too excited. Obviously, you do run into resistance. If you can bash through it and hold its support, it's amazing. We are doing something on the weekly which is technically bullish, okay? And it is really simple. It's just we're closing above this 21-week EMA at the moment. The longer we can sustain this and maintain this level of support going forward, the higher the probability you've got an impulsive move off these lows, and this was indeed your bottom right now, okay? And we're not necessarily looking at some kind of double top drop where we come down. So we need to see Bitcoin holding a 21-week EMA. If we don't, I think you're increasing the probability of an impulsive move to the downside. So going forward, if this can remain green from this point, I think we may have potentially found the bottom, okay? So we need to keep an eye on this. This is called, let me show you, go to indicators, 21 EMA bull bear market by TR. And it's the same principle that I've been telling you for a very long time. If you can break above a weekly 20, hold its support, you're in an uptrend. You lose it, you're in a downtrend. Break above, you're in an uptrend. And it's all about support, okay? We go back to this particular cycle, come down here. We've got a bit of a dead cat bounce, bit of a fake out. Potentially we're on the cusp of that right now. This is why we need to see it staying green, because this scenario, you came up and then boom, you dropped. Lower low, some kind of descending triangle just there, a lower high, and then we lost support and came down. And it's only once we start to get back above it, we flipped a switch and turned a corner. And you can see here in this massive uptrend, whenever we came back to it, we never lost it, and it was amazing entry points, okay? Pretty much like it was here, coming back to it, amazing entry points, okay, for the weekly 20. So this is what we want to see. We want to see this stay green to increase the chances that this is your bottom, and right now you're looking at an impulsive move and a brand new bull market that began on that November capitulation with the FTX right there, okay? So if that is the case, we just need to see this staying green. If we see it flash red or go red, sustain red, then it could be in trouble and could be a warning sign, okay? So we'll keep you updated. It's not opium, it's not bullshit, it's technical analysis, okay? So anyway, let's dive into two things that are happening in the charts right now, aside from this, that are quite bullish for Bitcoin, okay? Let me show you. So looking at Bitcoin on the monthly time frame, we're breaking up right here. We're having a beautiful retracement into these EMAs. Now, this is something we don't want to see. We don't want to see these EMAs become resistance. So, this is what I've always told you, okay? If we break down below these EMAs and we turn these into resistance, and we're getting the big checkpoint there, that we turn the 55 into resistance, rally into resistance, and then go again, then it's bearish. We have to look at that as technically that is really bearish, because all you're doing is breaking down, running to resistance, breaking down, running to resistance, confirming the continuation of a downtrend on a monthly time frame, which is a longer term projection here for Bitcoin. Do you understand? So again, for me, what I need to see is a confirmation signal that we have bottom is one thing, and it's Bitcoin getting back above these EMAs here, okay, especially 55, which currently sits at roughly 23498. We have got 7 days, 14 hours left for that particular close. We are kind of running into that at the minute. If we can see a close above these EMAs, then I will begin to get, really excited about the possible flip of the switch and a trend reversal on the monthly time frame. But until we start to see that, we are sort of coming down, retracing, coming down sort of thing, and we have to pay attention to what the charts are telling us. So for this to be bullish on the monthly, we have to see closes back above the monthly 10 and 20 EMA to signify an uptrend on that particular time frame. Do you understand? So there is an EMA. A lot of people use this EMA. It's called the 8 EMA. Now this, as always, indicated a reversal of trend as well. This current level, we are actually above it at the moment. I'm going to show you that particular level. If we take a look, that is currently at 22635. So it could indicate, if we get the close above that particular level, the 8 EMA by where are we, 7 days, 14 hours, if we do start to take that out and turn it into support, that could actually be a precursor to the fact, okay, we're beginning to carve out the bottom if we don't see closes above the 55 and the 10. So the 55 currently sits at 23498, and the 10 currently sits at 24106. If we can see closes above them this month, I think you're confirming your bottom, and it really is that simple, okay? Until we start to see that, there is the possibility that this is impulsive corrective, looking for the continuation of this downtrend. And what we have done here, the bearish scenario for Bitcoin, is we've lost the monthly EMAs and we're turning them into resistance with death crosses, and we're going to consistently keep coming down until we get above. We need to be above to be in an uptrend. You understand? It really is that simple. Just there, broken down, close back above a 10, see you later. Broken down, close back above a 10, see you later. Same down here, close down, close back above a 10, see you later. We're off, okay? One of the earliest signs that I can find for you here on the monthly time frame is a close above the monthly ATMA. So let's keep an eye on that going forward, okay? I will try and show you this every day. We've got 7 days, 14 hours. Closing above the ATMA on the monthly time frame could be a very, very strong, powerful reversal signal for Bitcoin, okay? We'll keep an eye on that. Let's jump on to the next thing that's happening for Bitcoin. So looking at Bitcoin on the weekly, we've got, at the moment, we're sort of peaking ahead on this resistance, aren't we? You know, so this is the bearish scenario. If we start to put in some kind of red candle, we're going to come down like this, okay, on this leg of resistance and start to go red here. You can see how we could potentially put another impulsive move like we did there for Bitcoin. That'd be really bearish because you're going to sweep them lows. You're going to get resistance on the EMAs, like I said to you, on the monthly, and all you've done is come up and retrace before continuation. So the negation of that, like I said in yesterday's video, is the fact that we need to see a sustained break here, closes above this 20, break this red line here, run into this red line of resistance, which is the 55 EMA, consolidate here, coming back to this neckline support potentially, and the weekly 20 EMAs, and then go again. You know, taking this red line out would be absolutely amazing, which is around about 25k, isn't it, when it does happen? So that would be really, really, really bullish. And if you start to see that, you know, that could be an entry point if you're not already involved in Bitcoin. Again, we're looking for a trend reversal. We've not got it at the minute. We're putting in legwork for it, but we need to see consistent closes above resistance to confirm the trend reversal here for Bitcoin. Do you understand? And I think one of those primary things we need to see at the earliest is a sustained break above the 55 and holding it as support on a weekly time frame. The 55 EMA, that red line, okay? If Bitcoin gets us above that, I think you absolutely, boom, you've confirmed the bottom for me, potentially for Bitcoin, okay? But is there any patterns here? Is there any bullish patterns, bearish patterns, or whatever? Well, there is. At the minute, we're potentially carving out some kind of massive falling wedge here, which is a bullish reversal pattern. So we've got this support here, support and support. And like I've always said to you, you do tend to look for 3 points of contact of support and resistance. We've got 1, 2, and right now we're on the third point of resistance. And you do usually see, you know, these patterns break out on the third point of support or resistance, you know, dependent of whether they're bullish or bearish, basically. So we need to see the break here. We're running to key resistance. If we can see a sustained break, I think we're getting a confirmation statement. And it's the whole thing, you know, on the whole way down here, I've said to you, if we can start to see this red line broken as resistance, we're confirming the uptrend. And this is something we're on the cusp of doing right now. So if we can see the break, consolidate and go again and get back above 55. There's your confirmation statement for me that the bottom is in, okay? Coupled with obviously other things in the charts right now. It's trying to do it, but we've got no confirmation of it just yet. There's obviously the possibility, but there's equally, you know, the possibility they get rejected, some kind of double top drop scenario that I spoke about in yesterday's video for Bitcoin, okay? Now, one thing that is good, I'm seeing a sustained break on the 20 for a lot of these projects, altcoins, the likes of Chainlink, XRP, Cardano, Ethereum. So many projects are actually getting back above that weekly 20 EMA, which has been key resistance in this entire time. So if we can see that, maintain that as support going forward, you know, don't be disillusioned. You will sort of retrace and come up and things like that. It's what it does. The market moves in waves, but it's all about holding support. If we can see that maintain support going forward on the weekly 20 EMA, I think, you know, the longer we can do that and stay green on that TR trend as well, then, you know, we've got to jump up and down and say we're in an impulsive move, you know, potentially for the next sort of cycle that's looming for Bitcoin, basically. So, you know, that's basically Bitcoin. Can we see the sustained break? Can we get above this red line here, take it out as resistance, you know, run into the 55, potentially carve out some kind of structure here and then go again? That would be absolutely amazing, you know, and that would confirm that this was your bottom right here for Bitcoin, okay? So I hope you enjoyed that update. It's all about support. The longer we can go holding support, weekly 20 EMA, the better, okay? And we'll keep an eye on that monthly close coming in hot in 7 days as well. Hope you enjoyed that update. Stay healthy, stay strong, stay tuned. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.